Hey everyone, Coach Investor back to another video for today. So a quick update on Roku. On Wednesday, the stock is up 10 to 12%. Why is that? Well, we've got suddenly a Form 8K that came out and there is some interesting information here. So basically, new outlook for Q3, some cost cuts as well. So the company is determined to implement additional measures to continue to bring down its year-over-year operating expense growth rate by consolidating its office space utilization, performing a strategic review of its content portfolio, reducing outside service expenses, and slowing its year-over-year headcount expense growth rate through a workforce reduction and limiting new hires, among other measures. What does that mean? Well, workforce will be reduced by 10%. Now, the company is also expecting to record a restructuring charge related to the workforce reduction, primarily consisting of severance and benefits costs in a preliminary estimate range of $45 to $65 million. And so what does this mean? Well, the company expects to record an impairment charge in a preliminary estimate range of $160 to $200 million related to ceasing to use certain office facilities, and an impairment charge in a preliminary estimated range of $55 to $65 million related to removing select existing license and produced content from company-operated services on its TV streaming platform. And so, the company now expects total net revenue in the range of $835 million to $875 million, which is above the analyst estimates at the midpoint, and adjusted EBITDA range of negative $40 million to negative $20 million for the third quarter of fiscal year 2023. Now, looking at the big picture here for Roku, market cap just under $12 billion. We know that revenue has gone up throughout the years, stayed a bit flat-ish. This is in the last 12 months, by the way. Now, the big issue here was obviously profitability. We see gross profit margin has come down since the highs of the pandemic. Return on equity went from positive to ultra negative here. Free cash flow, sometimes yes, sometimes no. So the profitability side of things has not been doing great. And this is why I've kept repeating and repeating that the growth in operating expense compared to the growth of the overall business made absolutely no sense, especially after we've seen many companies out there cutting costs. Why did it take Roku so long to do so? I don't know. Because if we go back to Q2 2023 here, we see total gross profit increased 7% year over year, total net revenue increased 11% year over year, and then if we go and look at total gross margin, that continues to come down. Look at total operating expenses. That's up 8% year over year. And the quarter before that, it was up even more. So to me, it always didn't make any sense why this number here continues to increase more than gross profit and sometimes even revenue. It just didn't make any sense. Of course, now, great, we have some announcements of some cost cuts, but I think it's still going to impact the business in the short term. And to be honest, even after that, they're still expected to be unprofitable currently. Because before this announcement, adjusted EBITDA would have been negative $50 million. Now it's between negative $40 and $20 million. So it's definitely not a huge improvement as of now. This could change in the future. This is just the first step. Of course, I'll have to repeat the positive things that I mentioned in the earlier video on Roku. ARPU, although it is down 7% year over year, we know that the advertising industry has not been so great. So, okay, fine, we'll take that hit right now. But to me, very important to see that streaming hours keep on increasing, and the same here for active accounts, because when the market turns, you will start with a larger base that you can start and monetize better and better over time. So when that market turns, expect these numbers here to increase much faster than before. And so right now, looking at the graph, of course, we've come a long way since December 2022, more than doubled. But currently, we are going to have maybe a little bit of resistance here, because back at the end of July, we were already around the $100 mark. Right now, we're sitting there as well. This is on a weekly chart. Let's see if this resistance holds. If not, we'll have to break through with another big green candle. RSI is closing in on being a bit overbought. MACD is still bullish. So that will be it for this video. Quick update on Roku. Do share your thoughts down in the comments below. If you enjoy this type of videos, leave it a thumbs up, subscribe if you have not, and I'll see you all in the next one. Bye bye.